Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Random Album Review. My name is Brian,
I'm Larry.
and how this show works for people who don't know, we both listen to music, not on not on video, but we listen to music generally, and we both have albums that we like, and we introduce it to the other person. Um, we talk about it, and then we let you guys know, and then the next person will choose their album for the next week. So yeah. This week was my week,
Yeah.
I believe. I
You
believe.
believe?
I think so.
He
I could
wasn't
technically, I don't
sure.
know.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
But no, but this week, Larry, I chose a city pop classic slash banger in Timely with 2 exclamation points by Anri.
Yeah.
Anri. That's like I call her in my head. And yeah, so this album is miles older than us. It was released in December 5th of 83.
Woo!
Yes, sir. 83, like great
um,
year. I don't know I don't know a single thing that happened in 83.
uh, well, Reagan was president, so it wasn't very good.
Oof, oof. Well, this is
Yikes.
Japan, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but
But like I said earlier, city pop. This album is mainly city pop, obviously pop, and a bit of soul in there, according to our Lord and Savior Google. So,
hell yeah.
but I mean, I can hear it. This is her sixth studio album. Um, it is considered one of her best albums of all time, but she makes a lot of good music, so that's arguable for anyone.
Do you know,
Um,
out of curiosity, do you know how many albums she has? If this was her sixth back in 83? Because I know she's still performing and, like, making music, because she just redid the lead track on this song, like, last year or something.
Yeah. Okay, 2018. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh my
16,
god.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Oh my god.
5 albums, which
That's
one of them was her first one being released in 1978,
wow.
and her most recent one being released in 2018, self-named.
That's
However, she also has it seems 4 other like cover albums,
okay.
so like covered songs and then that.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, so she's been around. I mean,
Very impressive.
1978.
Very impressive.
So yeah, very cash money, literally, if you ask me.
Probably.
But um, she well, obviously, Japanese person, very popular in the Japanese market back in the day. Um, she has many hit songs, obviously, but some songs that aren't on this album, "Summer Candles" and "Dolphin Ring" are they're pretty popular over in Japan, and they have become standard songs to be played at Japanese weddings and receptions.
All
Like
right. Yeah.
what's a really popular song in America that everyone likes to play during those kind of things? You know what I mean?
Uh
It's like
I mean,
it's like
there's a
it's
few of
like
them.
it's like playing Cupid Shuffle at every single party ever. That's standard in
All
Japan.
right.
It's like
Yeah.
one of these 2 songs. Um, Throughout the 80s and the early 90s, all of her albums were bestsellers, which is kind of crazy.
Hey,
And
that's impressive.
she has had really successful tours. One of them had almost had 100,000 people in attendance,
Like at
which
one
is
show or collectively on the whole tour.
maybe collectively, but maybe at one show. I don't know. Wasn't very clear. There's not many information, but I could probably look it up. But
Old
she also
information.
toured Hawaii for the first time in '87.
That's pretty cool. Hawaii
Pretty
is
cool.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I've never been there.
She sang a folklore song called Furo Sato during the '98 Winter Olympics closing ceremony,
That's
which is very kind of relevant, but
yeah, I was
kind
gonna
of
say
relevant since the
kind of relevant.
Summer Olympics are going
Summer
on right now.
games. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Olympics.
yeah. And I don't know if you'd noticed this, but on TikTok or anywhere you watch short form content, you might have heard some like I don't know, some Japanese singers or like maybe like a beat that isn't like considerably like, I don't know, because this is how I consider it, right? I consider like songs I can tell, not can tell, but like they have like a unique beat. It usually is a sample from like a different country. I've found usually not really like I mean, obviously there's people are talented everywhere, um, recently within the past couple of years, it seems there's been a like a revival or like not revival, but like a renewed popularity in city pop,
Mm-hmm.
and her songs, including other like other city pop artists, have been like have their songs sampled and like put into vaporwave or
Yeah.
future funk. So you may have heard some of those,
Modernized.
and yeah, and she says she likes the popularity, which is like her new like way of getting her new popularity and success outside of Japan.
Yeah. Through other
Another,
avenues.
yeah, an example of actually I don't know if you heard it, but when I was working at a certain retail company, um, the Weekend had made a song called what's it called? Weekend, no time or something. Out of time. It's called Out of Time, and yeah, the beat's really good. And I found out recently because I was just going through some like my Spotify shuffle and stuff, and it was sampled from a song called "Midnight Pretenders" by Tomoko Aaron.
Okay.
So, which is a city pop funky trap
Yeah.
song, you know what I mean? So I mean, it goes to show that those kind
The
of like
popularity
samples are
is
really
back.
popular right now. Yeah, and I love it. I've always liked city pop. I don't play. It's like city pop, in my opinion, is like a song you put on, right? It's like late evening, go on a drive, windows down, and you got some funky music to play in the background.
That's a fair way to put it. Not
That's how I
I don't
put it.
I don't think I'd personally put it that way, but
All right, sir, listen here. All right,
I don't
there's
know.
a reason why we
Everybody
do this.
everybody's different.
There's
Everybody's
a reason
different.
why we do this podcast.
You're right.
There's a reason why this podcast exists.
You're right.
But yeah. On to some of her songs. I lost the playlist. Where'd it go? Okay. So, this album has 11 songs. Not the longest, but also not the shortest. 46 minute listen.
Yeah.
So, not
About
too bad, not
average
too bad.
length.
Yeah. The first song on her album, Cat's Eye, which says New Take, is she originally made the single, or released a single, released it as a single, and it was used as an anime opening,
Mm-hmm.
for an anime called Cat's Eye,
Yes.
released in '83, and it was one of the first J-pop songs to be used as an anime theme.
That's cool actually.
Before that, I don't know what was considered, but like what was considered to be called, but whatever. Um, and not surprisingly, amazingly, it was it became one of the highest selling singles of Japan in 1983, and it remained at number one for 5 consecutive weeks.
5 weeks. That's 5 weeks longer than I've had a song at number one.
You don't even have a song.
That's yeah.
um, Another one of her songs is sixth song on her album. I Can't Stop the Loneliness,
Yes.
and whatever kind of kanji or romanji or any kind of Japanese in front of that. Um, Now I listened to it. Now you've listened to it, right? What kind of vibe does it bring? Do you think, like in your opinion, when you heard it for like the first time?
It's not. I would say it's not. I don't know. It doesn't make me feel quite the way I think the title is supposed to make me feel, and
Okay.
it gave me mixed feelings. I don't know. Admittedly, not one of my favorite songs on the album altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It kind of made me feel strange, just because I can't stop the loneliness felt really, I don't know, it just felt really heavy and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not exactly the sound that I think I had in mind. I don't know.
All right. So obviously, you've heard it, but for the people that haven't heard it, it has city pop is more of an upbeat kind of genre. So the beats are gonna be more hype and not hype, but more upbeat, more uplifting or whatever. And it's one of those songs that all mean absolutely the deepest stuff ever.
Yeah.
This song is she sings from a perspective of a girl in a relationship with a her lover, and her lover meets another girl from like I don't know some place. They met in a cafe, and they hit it off immediately. And other girl calls her, tells her to break up with the boy. The boy says that it's a misunderstanding, all that kind of stuff. In the end, friends and lovers can't do anything. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
happens. It's a very sad song. It's about losing your lover, obviously, to another girl or a friend. I don't know. And the lyrics don't really say friend, but
Losing your
someone
lover
else.
to someone else.
Yeah,
Period. Point blank.
yeah. She can't stop the loneliness.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
I listened to the song quite a few times. So
Makes sense. All right.
another song, um, similar vibe, not the exact vibe, but similar vibe. So the song, the last song on her album, the 11th song, "Remember Summer Days." I don't think it's upbeat at all, actually. Not really. But it's about reminiscing on like the good old days of being in a relationship with a certain someone. They could have broken up mutually, which is fair. Could have gone badly, but sometimes you just remember the good old days and
Yeah.
you remember it. And remember summer days. It was probably during the summer. So yeah. Um a lot of songs are about love, one way or another. Mostly.
A bit of a
But
theme.
yeah.
A bit.
But yeah. Mainly all I got. For like background info, I guess. I should ask Larry. What did you think of the album? You gave it a first listen, wherever you gave it your first listen.
I really enjoyed it. I know you said that it's like a car drive vibe for you. For me, this is the kind of music that I want to play on the beach. I don't know. It's just
That's fair too. Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
it's fun. It's enjoyable. I also wanted to make note. I really like the album cover. I think the album cover is very, very good.
It's
The
very good.
the differing blues on both sides to kind of show like the different shades of the sky. The sky in the background is gorgeous. I think the
Mm-hmm.
framing is really well done. I think this album was a lot of fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely out of the gate, I definitely expected it to be a little bit poppy or a little bit lively just because of the album cover, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it delivered.
All right, all right. Nice, nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. So, as we were talking about lyrics, maybe a minute ago. Uh, lyrics, songs, close enough. Anyway,
Same idea.
what songs were you, what are some of the songs that caught your can't say
Um,
eye because you listen to them.
so funnily enough to what you just said, Cat's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because, and I think this is a first for me. I think that is the first song out of like any of the albums that you've given me that I've recognized the song.
You recognized it?
Yes. And I don't know
How?
where. That's the thing.
What?
I don't know if it was because of like maybe that anime had been on in the background in the past and I had heard that, or I I don't know. I really don't. But I've heard it before and I was listening to it and it's good. It's fun. Stay by Me, great song. The guitar
Good
or
song.
the guitar solo at the end, beautiful,
Hmm. Hmm.
beautiful. Shyness Boy, very good. Enjoyed that a lot. And then
Hmm.
you were touching on Remember Southern Days, reminiscing about good times, and yeah,
Hmm.
that one as well. Very good. What about you, Brian?
Nice, nice. Good spread. Well, for not liking my favorite song earlier is kind of disrespectful, Larry.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, I can't stop the loneliness. Like I said, there's a memory attached to that one, so I like it a lot.
That's fair.
Oddly enough. Windy Summer is a good one. I like Windy Summer. We don't really get windy summers often.
Yeah,
Just
that's
humid and hot.
humid and hot.
And I like Cat's Eye because in my like weird personal opinion that matters to absolutely no one and also makes no sense. That's kind of the vibe I expect from like I expect, but like if I were to hear this song, I'm like, oh yeah, that's like Japanese music, pop music right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like because a lot of songs are kind of similar in the way they're upbeat.
Yeah,
They're
it's
like
like
quicker pace.
quintessential.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But any songs you didn't like?
I mean, I kind of said it earlier, but I wasn't the biggest fan of I Can't Stop the Loneliness. I don't know. Maybe I just need to go back through and re-listen to the album because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I listened to this like at work on one of my busy days last week for the first time, and I didn't like,
Oof.
I wasn't fully paying attention, and so I don't know. Maybe I got to go back through and give that one another listen specifically. But other than
Mm-hmm.
that, there wasn't anything like outstandingly bad on this album.
Mm-hmm. I
I think
it's
I think I know where you're going with this.
yeah,
You
I don't
hated
like
them
your
all.
afraid. Yeah, I don't like what song did you like? Shyness Boy. I hated that one.
Man,
No, but
man.
I don't dislike music. All music is good except for that one song.
One day it'll happen.
Mm-mm.
One day it'll happen.
If that pipeline never happens,
One day
I don't know what I'd do, but that pipeline would never happen.
it'll
But
happen. I promise.
anyway, what are your closing thoughts on this good old city pop album from the 80s?
Um, I mean, like I said, I kind of expected a poppy, like uplifting album. I got it. Uh, the other I say the other day, last night we were at the beach playing volleyball, and admittedly, this would have been a good album to throw on at the time.
Of
Um,
course.
I don't know. This album's just it was a lot of fun to listen to front to back. It wasn't a very long listen. Like it didn't feel long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I admittedly like I haven't heard a ton of city pop before, so like I don't know.
Oh, you're on a high for good vibes now, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. It's nice. Like I said, it's just like beachy summer vibes. I don't know. It's fun.
Mainly what it is. You
Yeah,
find the right ones. It's Beachy Summer. They're
yeah.
released. Beachy Summer vibes. Really.
It's all you need in life.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I when I first I think I was like so how I found most of my music, right? I go on Spotify, pick one song, go to the radio, and they'll play similar songs,
Mm-hmm.
similar songs. I guess the song not even close to the same genre.
Yeah.
So I got Windy Summer. I'm like, oh, it's a good song. So I added it to my playlist, and then like I think a year or two ago, maybe I got a TikTok from her reacting to someone else's TikTok of like them remixing "I Can't Stop the Loneliness,"
Mm-hmm.
and so I went back to like add that song, and I found the album. Like, oh, this is off the same album, and I found her,
Oh.
and I found City Pop. I was like, this is awesome. This is good. This is great. I
This
love
is
this.
great. Things are
Yep.
great.
That so yeah, my I was my pop very good descriptions of my in my script. It says good, comma, city pop is fire. Period.
I mean, admittedly, that's all you gotta know. I
Mm-hmm.
guess. I mean, you like the album and you
That's
think
my
City
opinion.
Pop is fire. There you go.
Yep. There you go. So off to on to the greatest part of this episode.
The latest and
Episode
greatest.
greatest part of this episode. Greatest part of every episode. Larry, what did you give this out of 10?
This gets a 7.9.
Okay. On the higher side of the sevens. Okay, I like that. Not too bad.
What are you thinking, Brian? I'm curious.
And give it a 9.
A 9? Okay. I was
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of expecting mid to high nines out of you. I don't know why, but a nine's very respectable, of course.
Yeah.
Very
But
respectable.
yeah, anything else to add?
Um, I'm like partially blonde. That
I see that.
it looks
It's a lot
weird
more
on
obvious
camera.
when there's a light on it.
Yeah, it's weird on camera, but like it looked better last night in the sunlight. It looks good in the sunlight. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look that good on camera, but blonde highlights. That's fun.
Nice.
Other than that, no, nothing.
This guy got blonde highlights.
When's
Week
your
of
when are you
blonde.
done?
What?
When are you going blonde?
I'm being blonde. Um,
Bro, you didn't read the contract you signed?
you're the contract. I was just asked to do this. Am I be getting paid? Hold on.
No, that was part of the contract.
Oh
You should
my
really
god.
read those when you sign them.
You never gave me a contract. Bro, I was like, hey, you want to join this podcast? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
But if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like and leave a comment. If you've listened, that's in the wrong order. Leave a like. And if you listened to the song before or haven't, post your opinions. Post what you thought of the album or what it was like. We might read it. We might not read it. We're both busy people.
Yeah, we work.
Subscribe, like, maybe hit the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that don't think there's anything else after that.
No, I
Really,
think
so.
that covers it.
All right. Well, this is a random album review. Have a good day.
See you guys.
See you guys.